Hey guys, I'm starting this out with a view of me. I haven't gotten my hair cut yet. Alright, I am on my way. Unfortunately, I'm on my way to Walmart. I don't like Walmart. I hate going to Walmart, but I'm also sick of ordering my groceries and having someone else pick everything out because they never substitute what I want them to substitute. They just tell me it's out of stock, and that makes me mad. I'd rather you substitute it with something else that's similar and tell me it's out of stock. Anyways, that little mini rant is over. I hope everyone is having a great Saturday, and I have a couple of things. Actually, I have a quick question. I have some hydrangeas that I potted, I planted in pots on my front porch, and they were the prettiest blue when I bought them and potted them, and now they're slowly turning like a just green, like a really ugly green color, and I don't know why. Now there is new growth coming up, and in one of them there's actually it's starting to bud and starting to flower, and they are the color they're supposed to be. They're not green. So is that death? Is that are the blooms dying? Should I prune them back, the ones that are turning green? I don't know what to do with these. They're not brittle. I mean, the ones that are brittle, I just go ahead and pull off, like I do my other flowers. But I just don't know what to do with these because they're turning green and they're ugly. So if you know anything about gardening and can throw me a tip, just put it down in the comments for me. I'd really appreciate that. I don't mind pruning them back. I just don't know if that's what I should do or not, or if they'll change back to blue, if there's something that I need to be putting into the soil, because like I said, the new growth that's coming up is the correct color. It's the color that they were when I first bought them. So I just don't know, guys. So yeah, anyways, what I really kind of wanted to talk about, I've just had a lot on my mind lately and everything going on in our country. I'm a proud American. I love America. Obviously, there's nowhere else I'd want to live. I was born here, and I know no different. I've visited a few other countries in my life, and one of them was a third world country where I was able to really, gosh, if you ever get a chance to go on a missions trip and work with the people of that country, do it. You'll be so humbled. It will change your life. So the country that I had gone to twice, Dominica, and not the Dominican Republic, I'm talking about Dominica, and it is it's in the British West Indies, I guess, is where it's located. It's down near South America. It is dang near the equator, and it is hot, but it is gorgeous. It is beautiful. And I'll be quite honest with you guys, if there was any other place that I'd want to live, if the first world can't get their stuff together, that's where I'd want to go. Do people live in poverty? They do. They live in poverty like you've never experienced before, unless you've been absolutely homeless with no roof over your head. These people, there are people in this country who live with 4 plywood walls, a thin tin roof, and no floor. They have dirt for their floor. And they live in these buildings, these shanties, with the door cut out, with nothing, maybe a curtain blocking the door. That's how a lot of them live. If they're lucky, they live in a village. They kind of take care of each other. They don't have running water, obviously, electricity, television, those kinds of things. And I'm talking about the majority, the lower class. They don't have those kinds of luxuries like we do. They wash their clothes in the streams. They beat them on rocks, and then they lay them out on the rocks for them to dry. What else? Oh, not to get too disgusting, but the young women, when it's their time, they don't have, it's not like they have toiletries that they can go to the store and buy. They use strips of cloth, rewash them and use them again. It's, this is a place of extreme poverty, and they make do with what they have. And guess what? They are the most joy-filled people, the most giving people, the most welcoming people that I've ever met in my entire life. No pretensions. Look at my skin color. I'm as white as I can be. Trust me. And they're black. And when we stepped into their villages, they would swarm us in a good way to welcome us. The kids would hug all over us. They wanted to braid our hair. I mean, it was an amazing experience. The women would cook. We'd help with what we could. They do things differently down there because they don't have the resources like we have here. But we would help with what we could. We spent time with them. I mean, it was just an amazing thing. And to see the things that are going on in my country, all over the world, really, between the races is heartbreaking, because it shouldn't be that way. Yeah. But the other thing is, and I'm getting close to Walmart, so I will cut this short, is social media. I haven't been on social media a lot anymore. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff. I listen to a lot of YouTube during the day. I stream it while I work, or I'll stream music, one or the other, just to keep the silence at bay. Now that Ethan is gone back to a daycare setting, that little guy needed some socialization. And he's enjoying it, so. But anyways, so I listen to his podcasts and things like that while I'm working. And, become friends with people. And I thought I had seen the worst of the worst on Twitter. I really had. And then I went to YouTube. Before all that, it was Facebook. Facebook has turned into hate book, in my opinion. I used to be able to get on Facebook and just enjoy looking at pictures of my family and friends. And now it's like everyone's opinions and fighting and carrying on. And I'll post a video, a link to a video that I find interesting, mainly to get people's opinions, because I honestly like to hear what people have on their minds in a non-fighting kind of way. I like to hear what people think. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't agree 100% with anyone. No one. There's no one who walks this earth that I agree with everything that comes out of their mouth. And I don't even agree with 100% of what comes out of my mouth. Because I have opinions and I see things a certain way, but I can be talked out of that if I really listen to somebody and they have a valid point. You may be able to change my mind. So, because it has happened, I try to see the other side. As long as the person isn't trying to fight and go personal, then I'm always willing to listen and try to and really try to have a heart and listen to somebody's opinion. But I'm getting off track. So Facebook has become really bad. Twitter has become just a cesspool. I rarely go on Twitter anymore. I might go into my DMs and check on my friends, but I have other ways of talking with them. And YouTube is interesting, but YouTube, I have a friend whose son who died less than 2 months ago, unexpectedly. And she has a brand. She has been in marketing and blogging and vlogging for years. It's her company. It's her brand. And so way before all of this happened, this is how she makes money. And so when this happened, she made the conscious choice to continue to put herself out there, her emotions, her not every emotion. This is someone who doesn't go on live or go on YouTube 24/7 the way some people would make you think. But she is blogging her grief, and she's doing grief panels. So she's allowing other people to come up and discuss their own experiences with grief, and she's sharing her own. She is being upfront, honest. When she's angry, she's angry. When she's sad, she's sad. When she's frustrated, she's frustrated. And I'll tell you, I've never lost a child. I've had a miscarriage, but I have never suffered the loss of a child as a mother. But I have learned, just from watching her and listening to her, I've learned a lot from her, and that I wouldn't have learned had she not chosen to do this. And like I've told her in comments, you're beautiful in your grief, because she's honest. And there are people out there on YouTube who are so petty and so desperate for subs, for views, for money, for pity. Hell, I don't even know what they want anymore. But they just continue to come at her. I don't understand it. I honestly don't. Oh, you must be happy. You must be over your grief now, because you're laughing and you're having fun. So she's not allowed to have a distraction from her thoughts in the middle of the night when she can't sleep, because she's so caught up in turmoil and her anxiety is so high that she wants to die because her son is no longer with her on this earth. She's not allowed to get up, start a live stream, and have her friends come and surround her and talk with her and make her laugh so that she can make it for a few more hours. What kind of person would begrudge another human being some relief? I don't get it. I just don't get it. And now she's getting emails from this person, Dark Vision. And I'm pretty sure it's the same person who keeps emailing her from a different email, that is some of the foulest. Well, the first email she gets says, I'm watching you. I'm outside your house looking in your windows. one day I'm going to come in and I'm going to kidnap, and names her 2 young sons who are still at home with her, and take them away forever. So watch out. This last email she got was absolutely her. I mean, it was something out of a Stephen King novel. I've never in my life, ever in my life, I don't know if, I mean, is there a worse word than disgusting? A weaker person being tormented like this would have killed herself. That's and I'm not being dramatic. I'm being 100% honest. It is the most horrendous thing, and it's heartbreaking as a friend to see these things and watch this stuff and not knowing what to do, because when you take up for her, it makes it worse. And I don't know. I just wish people would leave other people alone. That's really all I wish. And now I'm getting upset because I don't understand. I don't understand why people can't just live their lives on their own and leave other people alone. Just leave them alone. And you all know who you are. You all know who you are. Go watch the channel Sad to Me and see that video, because they're listed in that video. You all know who you are. Just go away. Go live your pathetic lives. Go live your pathetic lives. They have to be pathetic for you to be picking on a grieving mother. You're worse than disgusting, and you're worse than pathetic. And guess what? Come for me. Because you come to my house, I got a present waiting for you. And it's not a cute little tuxedo kitten. I can tell you that. Just take care of each other, people. Just take good care of each other. Watch out for each other. Watch out for yourselves and your loved ones. Protect each other from the scum. From the scum that's out there, because it's out there. I'll leave you with a pretty picture. Well, not the water tower. I gotta calm down before I go in Walmart, or I'll end up on People of Walmart with my mascara running down my face. So there you go. There's the pretty blue sky. I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll put in a picture of my green geraniums, or whatever, the hydrangeas, whatever they are. Talk to you soon, guys. Love you.